It was the moment fans had been waiting for, and it landed with more force than anyone could have imagined. Christine Brown didn't just walk away from Cody. She delivered a perfectly executed strike of revenge that left Robyn stunned, scrambling and stripped of her carefully crafted image. With one bold move, Christine flipped the sister-wives story upside down, exposing the cracks in Robyn's favorite wife status and leaving her humiliated before millions. The silence afterward was deafening, and the look on Robyn's face? Absolutely unforgettable. For more than a decade, Sister Wives pulled viewers into the tangled emotional web of Cody Brown and his plural family, making their highs and lows one of reality TV's most addictive sagas. But of all the heartbreaks, rivalries, and power shifts fans witnessed, none came close to Christine Brown's ultimate act of payback. Carefully timed, devastatingly precise, and delivered with icy calm, her truth-telling changed the entire narrative, and fans will never see Robyn or Cody the same way again. To understand the power of Christine's move, you have to go back. When she entered the family, Christine was the bubbly, cheerful homemaker, the glue that kept traditions alive and the household running. But that cheerful role masked years of quiet neglect, made worse when Robyn entered the picture. From the moment Robyn became Cody's fourth wife, everything shifted. The fragile balance between Mary, Janelle, and Christine collapsed as Cody poured his time, energy, and devotion into Robyn. She became his confidant, his priority, his partner in decision-making, while Christine's longing for affection went unanswered. Year after year, viewers saw Christine's heartbreak deepen. She voiced her needs. She begged for fairness. But Cody's favoritism only grew more blatant. The breaking point came when he flat-out admitted he no longer wanted intimacy with her. For Christine, that was the line in the sand. She would not spend the rest of her life begging for scraps of love. With stunning resolve, she packed up, told Cody she was leaving, and moved with her children to Utah. But leaving was just the beginning. Distance gave Christine clarity and courage. From afar, she saw the dysfunction with fresh eyes, and she realized just how much of Robyn's perfect wife image had been built on manipulation and Cody's favoritism. Christine had been cast as jealous, needy, or unstable, while Robyn played the innocent peacemaker. Now, Christine was ready to rewrite the story. And when she struck, she did it with precision. Calm, poised, and unapologetic, she revealed the painful truth. The lack of intimacy, the blatant favoritism, the way Cody used loyalty as a weapon while excusing Robyn's special treatment. Christine's revelations ripped apart the illusion that Robyn was a victim. Instead, they exposed her as complicit in the family's collapse. Robyn, once shielded by public sympathy, was suddenly unmasked. Her tears rang hollow, her innocent persona dismantled. Social media exploded. Team Christine trended, memes mocked Robyn's sobbing, and Christine's empowerment became a rallying cry. What had once been Robyn's power, public perception, was gone. The contrast was striking. Christine blossomed, celebrating her independence, her new love, and a life free of Cody's control. Meanwhile, Robyn grew increasingly desperate for sympathy, her credibility crumbling with every plea. And Cody? He wasn't spared either. By exposing his favoritism and lack of intimacy, Christine humiliated him just as much. Once proud of managing a complex family, Cody was revealed as the man who destroyed it with his own choices. The strong patriarch image was shattered, replaced by one of weakness, favoritism, and loss. Christine's move wasn't just revenge, it was liberation. And in reclaiming her narrative, she forever altered the power dynamics of the Brown family. What made Christine's act of revenge so satisfying for fans was the undeniable sense of justice behind it. For years, viewers had watched her suffer in silence while Robyn basked in Cody's undivided attention. They had witnessed her heartbreak as her needs were dismissed and her voice minimized. She was often painted as jealous or dramatic whenever she dared to speak her truth. So when Christine finally flipped the script, when she not only survived but thrived, it wasn't just her victory. It was vindication for every fan who had believed in her from the beginning. Christine's bold move wasn't about bitterness or petty retaliation. It was about truth, about finally forcing the world to see what she had seen all along. And the impact of that truth will echo for years to come. Christine's legacy on Sister Wives is now sealed, not as the broken wife who couldn't handle polygamy, but as the woman who found her strength, walked away, and reclaimed her happiness. For Robyn, however, the humiliation will be impossible to shake. No matter how she tries to spin the narrative, Christine exposed the cracks in her carefully constructed image. From now on, every tear, every claim of being misunderstood will be viewed through the lens of Christine's truth-telling. The stain of that confrontation is permanent and unforgettable. For fans, Christine's moment has become a defining chapter in reality TV history. It's the kind of scene that will replay in highlight reels, dominate fan forums, and be remembered long after the cameras stop rolling. It proved that sometimes the most devastating revenge isn't loud or cruel, but quiet, measured, and undeniable. Christine Brown's payback wasn't served with malice. It was delivered with grace, dignity, and the unstoppable force of honesty. And that, more than anything, is what dismantled Robyn's image. Christine's journey is far from finished. With her new life in Utah, her blossoming romance with David Woolley, and unwavering fan support, she stands as a symbol of resilience and transformation. Once trapped in a loveless marriage, she has reinvented herself as a woman defined not by pain, but by joy. Meanwhile, Robyn clings to Cody and the remnants of a fractured family, but the contrast could not be sharper. The message of Christine's revenge is simple yet powerful. Never underestimate a woman who has been dismissed, underestimated, and silenced for too long. When she finally speaks, when she finally strikes, the impact can be seismic. Robyn may have been left humiliated, but Christine walked away with something greater: her freedom, her dignity, and her victory. Revenge wasn't just served, it was glorious. And in the world of sister wives, where tension and heartbreak are nothing new, this moment stands apart as one of the most stunning revelations in the show's history. Christine Brown, long admired for her perseverance, has delivered what many are calling the ultimate act of justice. For years, she kept her composure, sacrificing her own happiness while being overshadowed by Robyn's favored position. But this time, Christine refused to remain silent. Calm yet razor-sharp, she spoke truths that had long been whispered but never declared so boldly on camera. With every word, she dismantled Robyn's carefully maintained image. The effect was devastating. Robyn faltered, unable to hold on to her usual mask. Critics and fans alike agree. This confrontation was one of the rawest, most powerful scenes in the history of reality television. Christine didn't resort to cruelty. She wielded her truth like a blade, cutting through years of denial. For Robyn, the humiliation was inescapable. Every facial twitch, every faltered response, every tear, immortalized on film, dissected by fans frame by frame. What once drew sympathy now felt like defeat. And for Christine, it was the ultimate reversal of roles. No longer the insecure wife begging for affection, but the confident woman who built a life beyond Cody's control. Meanwhile, Robyn, once untouchable, appeared vulnerable and exposed. The ripple effects will shape the show's future. Viewers are more invested than ever, eager to see how Cody and Robyn recover, or if they even can. Christine's courage may inspire Mary and Janelle to speak their truths as well, opening the door to even more explosive honesty. Christine herself made it clear this wasn't about petty revenge. It was about closure, empowerment, and refusing to let her truth remain buried. Fans embraced it as the ultimate payback because it resonates with something universal: the deep satisfaction of seeing long-delayed justice finally delivered. As for Robyn, her silence speaks volumes. Sources suggest she feels blindsided and betrayed, but whatever narrative she tries to craft, the public perception has shifted. For many, she is no longer the sympathetic figure she once positioned herself as.